as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So that's potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. In motion comes the tight end left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
third and long. They'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked on by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
As this complete to Woods. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bridgewater.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've faced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David, and the Bucs are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And they're able to swarm it behind the line, and his rough night continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Bridgewater now. It's caught by Mike Evans.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Bridgewater again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Bridgewater on 1st down. Finding Fournette on the slant. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Bridgewater. This is caught by Evans. The 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Bridgewater to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn.